Mm, mm. Good morning, Facebook world. This is Barbie Lee. It is shake talk time. I made a shake. Actually, my husband made my shake this morning. Thank you, husband. And I said, ooh, that's a good ripe banana, because it makes it a little extra sweeter, right? So the more ripe the banana, the sweeter the shake. So people always say, how do you have the same shake every day? I'm like, because it tastes different every day, because I put a banana in it. Now, if I just had the same horchata chocolate, I'm sure I'm still going to love it, but it's all about the banana for me. Well, not all about the banana, but it really helps because I love putting bananas in my shakes. Anywho, hello, it's Shake Talk time. Did you see my topic this morning? My topic says, oh, did you hear what happened? Oh my God, did you hear? Oh, it's crazy. You're like, what, Barbie? What happened? Doesn't really matter. When somebody starts off with, did you hear what happened? Our little spidey senses start tingling and we're like, what happened? The human nature in us wants to know what happened, right? That happens a lot, doesn't it? Did you hear what so-and-so said? Did you know that? Did you? Crazy, right? Did you hear what happened? Did you see the news last night? Did you see that? Did you? Like, we're looking for a common ground with people, right? Like, think about it. We have conversations with people based on things that we agree or disagree about. So common ground is we agree. Common ground is a topic and we disagree about it, right? This is how we have conversations. But sometimes it might get a little bit crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you ever think that sometimes conversations get a little bit crazy, right? Like, so I'll post some things, and it's funny because I post what I post whatever I want, right? Especially here on Facebook. Sometimes I post to get a reaction from some people. Sometimes I post for information, right? So there was an incident here in Mazatlan last weekish where a couple was found, two people were found dead in their apartment just down the road here, and another one, was disorientated, and all these people, oh, it's from this, oh, it's this, oh, it's this, oh, it's this. I was like, most likely, my thought was, there was, maybe they turned on their stove and didn't turn it off, right? Maybe they were already old and something was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, who knew? So an article came out from the CBC today, or yesterday, whenever it came out, saying what had happened. Now, I believe that to be true. Was it 100% true? I don't know. But I'm like, I can live with that, right? There was a couple of people that already had health issues, and one got pneumonia, and I think the other one got pneumonia, and then they couldn't handle it. And the lady that didn't get pneumonia had dementia, so she couldn't help. That's kind of what the article is saying, right? But so much speculation went around what happened, right? The same thing when there was a little bit of an incident here behind my house the other day. The same thing when there's something that happens down the road or across the country, or our prime minister and presidents or leaders of countries and stuff say stuff. And we always jump into the, did you hear what happened? What if we change that conversation? What if we change the conversation to, guess what? Someone goes, what? And then you get to talk about something really cool that's going on in the world, right? Did you hear about this? What? And you get to talk about something really cool. I posted there's a Instagram page that I follow that kind of talks about good news around the world. And there was one that I just posted, something about India has increased their tiger population by something like 1,200 or something. I was like, go India! We don't get enough of those stories, right? There's this whole addiction to the drama that people have. And this is why we're so caught up in tariffs or wars, or what this president was wearing versus what that one was, or what this prime minister said. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you. Are you ready? I'm going to give you the truth. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, you can. No president or prime minister or leader of a country has ever gotten it right. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. There was always somebody, organization, group of people, blah, blah, that didn't like what they did. You can never always please everybody. So when somebody gets in, right, call it a prime minister or a president or a czar or a king. My God, the Romans, they were crazy. they never get it right. They come from their own position, their own ego, their own place in the world, and do what they can on that. Do they do their best? For themselves. Every single person on this planet lives in, tuned into WIIFM, What's in It For Me radio. Everybody does that. So when you hear, did you hear? Oh my God, did you hear what happened? You're like, oh my God, how does this affect me? That's the number one thing. When you hear, did you hear what happened? How does this affect me? What's wrong? What do I need to know? How do I stay safe? How do I stay the same, right? What do I need to focus on? That's why it's so addictive. This is why drama or soap operas or the news or all this kind of stuff is so addictive to people, because human nature goes, what happened? Oh my God, what happened? Right? So as soon as a couple bodies were found down the road here, dying of natural causes-ish, got sick, whatever, boom! Oh, they heard shots. I actually heard that they were shot here and drug and hid into that apartment. That's what somebody said. I was like, seriously, people. Can we just mellow out and see what really happened, right? But we get this need to jump in and be part of it. Or if you see something on social media, and this is a big one, you guys, when you see something on, oh my God, and you share it, you don't check if it's true. Like that one that says, oh, this was signed at 4:02 today by a lawyer. We saw it on the CNN. Oh my God. Facebook owns your shit. As soon as you post, every time I post on here, they own my likeness. They get everything. It's just the way it works. So no, nothing's going to turn blue if you paste and share this, and right? You have to understand how much crap we've been fed forever. I was having a friend, my friend and I, we have a little play date every Friday morning. I get to see my nieces and chit chat with her. And we had this conversation today. It was a little more one-sided. I was kind of giving her some information that we'll continue on with next week, just about how our world has changed in the last 60 years. I just challenge you. Go and look stuff up. Go and look up where the education system came from. Go and look up where the political systems came from. Go and look up where our medical system came from, right? Go and start educating yourself about where the breakdown of all this stuff happened. Because when somebody says, oh, did you hear? Oh my God, did you hear what happened? Well, what happened? Did you know that the education system was designed for one purpose and one purpose only? So 70-ish years ago, when that all started, we're still stuck in that same rut of where we started 70 years ago. It has not changed, right? Do you know why the medical system, why your doctor with his prescriptions are the one that is funded by the government? Do you know that? Do you know why businesses accept that kind of care? I call it sick care. It's not health care. And not chiropractics or naturopaths or osteopaths and these other what are called alternative forms of medicine, where 100 years ago they were the only ones that were really known to anybody. Did you ever stop and ask yourself why? Go and look it up. Go and find out where it started, right? There's a whole thing right now. So if you're a Canadian or American or Mexican, you cannot get away from the border tariffs, okay? Trump is saying, clean up your borders. Well, dude, it's the border. We both share it. Everybody should be taking responsibility. Now, can you stop drugs from crossing the border? Maybe. I don't think you can. Can you stop people from making drugs? No, don't think you can. Can you stop people from taking drugs? No, don't think you can. What can you do? Well, I can educate my children, as I did, that fentanyl is bad. You probably shouldn't put that shit in your body. Guess what? My kids will never have a drug problem, and their kids will never have a drug problem. Anybody in my world that I talk to and teach about health and holistic and how to treat your body like a temple will never have a drug problem. I wonder if that's how you stop the drug problems. It's not about more guns, more money thrown at it, and safe drugs on the streets. That's not how you stop it, right? But what do I know? I'm just a mom over here having a great life, raising some kids. Well, they're already kind of raising themselves. They're good. Husband's part of the raising. I got the look. He raised the kids too. But did you hear what happened? No. No one, well, that's not true. I was going to say, no one's ever asked me how I parented. Actually, I have a couple of friends that said, I really like your kids. I want my kids to turn out like that. What'd you do? So we tell them what we did. That's how change is made. Dwayne and I stepped away from the pharmaceutical world about 20 years ago. Now, I'm not saying we don't have the odd, aspirin or pain relief or something like that, because sometimes, right, when I broke my foot and they shot some drugs in my ass, loved it. Loved it. For about 3 days, I took the drugs because I loved it. I got hit by a car, remember? That's why I didn't just break my foot. I wasn't just walking along. No, I got hit by a car. Broke my foot 2 places. Kind of liked the drugs. I'm not saying that they're terrible, but I'm saying in my 20s when my doctor told me that I was going to be on 3 medications for the rest of my life, I'm like, are you effing kidding me? I'm 25 years old. You want to give me drugs for 75? You don't want to fix me? Who are you? And that's when I started realizing something is drastically wrong. When they told me in my 20s, right? So this couple that died over here, dad and a daughter, it sounds like, and mom has dementia. They were both really sick. I'm pretty sure if you walked into their apartment, you'd probably find a myriad of medications in their apartment, right? That's just the way people do things. It's not the way we do things, right? I cleaned out a little drawer the other day. I was like, wow, we still got some pain meds from when I broke my foot when we got in the car accident. We're in a little baggie. And we're going to give them to somebody because somebody who still believes in that way of doing things is going to love to have those, right? I know, don't share your drugs. They're not prescription. They're all over the counter. Oh, I'm going to hear it. I already hear y'all yelling at me. Get over it. Get over yourself. Anyhow, so when you hear the words, did you hear what happened? My husband just distracted me. He took off his shirt and I don't know why. When you hear the words, did you hear what happened? Maybe we need to go, tell me something wonderful. What just happened? And they'll look at you and go, no. I'm like, I only want to listen to wonderful news. If you've ever met me, you know my first question is, tell me something wonderful happening in your world. That's how we change the world. That's how we stop the drug problem. That's how we stop the breakdown of families. That's how we stop, violence in the streets. That's how we stop it. We start freaking learning who our neighbors are. We start having conversation. Okay, no lie. There's been some stuff that goes on in my neighborhood, okay? Just these last couple of weeks. So there's a dude literally breaking into the house beside. He's got a crowbar and he's breaking into that. I'm like, hola. I said, ¿cómo están? There's 3 guys down. Oh, muy bien. I said, hey, ¿qué paso? And the guy says to me in Spanish, he says, we can't find our llaves, our keys, right? And I was like, you don't live here. And he goes, oh, no. I'm like, just a minute. So I go and get my neighbor, my landlord, who speaks Spanish, and she goes, who are you? Why are you here? And all this is in Spanish. I want your business card. We take pictures of their license plate numbers. Like, that's what we need to be doing for our neighbors, right? Mexico, we are very, like here in Mazatlan, we know the people that live around us, like Max is there and Poncho's there, and, But so many times we don't even know who lives around us. So when you hear, do you hear what happened? Right? You're like, oh my God, this connects me with my neighbor or this friend or this person. What if we started connecting on the beautiful stuff? What if we started connecting on, did you hear what happened? My friend, I won't give her name, but if you're friends with her, you'll know this. Her granddaughter has been in the hospital for 385 days. She's like 5 years old. She was waiting for a heart. She got one. She went home today. I watched the video. Oh my God, I cried. Right? She's got a little brother who's like 2. He's never had his sister at home that he can remember. And all of a sudden his sister gets to come home. Like, did you hear what happened? Oakley got her heart and she's great, Like what if we started sharing, did you hear what happened? Like that. What if we started saying, did you hear what happened? I started eating really well and I have more energy than I've ever had before. Did you hear what happened? Isagenix came up with these new Harmonia women's supplements. Oh my God, I'm actually feeling like I'm sleeping. It might only be a couple hours here or there, but I feel like I'm sleeping. I'm having dreams. Oh my God, I haven't dreamt in a year, which means I'm actually sleeping. Oh my God, did you hear what happened? Right? Think about the wonderful things in your world. And what if we started making those the things that people were addicted to watching and listening to? What if those were the things that we started posting on social media more than, oh my God, did you hear this? Did you hear that? Like, you just, like, think about it. Think about how you talk about something you love and talk about something that is like the positive versus the negative. Because you go, oh, did you hear what happened? You go, oh, did you hear what happened? Do you see the difference? Oh, did you hear what happened? Listen to my breath. Oh, did you hear what happened? Breath in, and we hold it, and we internalize. Oh, did you hear what happened? No. Oh, did you hear what happened? Oh my God, it's so exciting. Start paying attention to what conversations you have. You guys know I do music poker, right? Husband and I run it. Do you know why we run it? It's a hoot and a half, right? But I love when I walk around the room, right? People are playing. Oh my God! Oh my God, this song. I remember when. I hear that so many times. So many times. Or Dwayne will give a chair. They go, huh, I didn't know that. And they start talking. And they start talking about fun memories and things. That's what I love about it. And this is why forever and ever and ever, every time I see you, I'm like, tell me something wonderful in your world. And if I ask you a couple times and you're like, well, I'm still here, you know I don't accept that answer. What is wonderful in your world? What is wonderful in your world? Go ahead, tell me below. Cheers.